7:39.
What did I say?
9:40.
9:20. I told you I got a cold. 7:30, 7:40. Can we agree on 7:40?
Yes, that works.
It's 10:25. It's 7:40 here, Big 550 KTRS. The point is, I was so excited to talk to our next guest. I didn't know what to do. Kathy Helbig of the Kathy Helbig Group. Good morning, Kathy Helbig.
Good morning, guys.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about that it is not impossible to buy a home when you have a home to sell in this market.
Oh.
So it's a little more challenging because a hot market, there's a lot of sellers out there that don't want to take a home sale contingent contract.
Right.
So I'm finding that I'm meeting with people that think they just don't really have any options because they have to sell their house first before they can buy something, and they just don't want to put an offer in because they know the seller's not going to take it. So there's a couple of things that you can do. First of all, if you're needing to sell a house before you can buy one, don't focus on relocation properties. Relocation properties typically have a third party that is going to be buying the house from the seller, and they just have a hard and fast rule: they do not take home sale contingent contracts. However, they will take a contingency that is on the home closing. So what you can do is go ahead and prep your home for the market, get it on the market, get some offers on the table, then go back and put that offer into the seller or the relocation company or whoever's house you're interested in with just partial contingency. So it's just contingent on the closing process instead of having to go out and find a buyer. There's a lot more people out there that would be interested in a contract like that versus I got to sit here and wait for somebody to actually have interest in your house and give you an offer, and you got to negotiate it, and then you're finally ready to do business with me.
But with things,
so that's one option.
With things moving as fast as they are in this real estate market, if I'm a seller taking a contract with a home sale contingency, what's the big deal? You only have to wait a couple of days for this stuff.
Right. So like I said, there's a lot of people out there in this market that aren't even going to consider it. But I met with some people yesterday. They're interested in a house. It's been on the market for 120 days. So just because it's a hot market is not guaranteeing your house will sell. There can still be some things that hold up a sale. We've taken over 2 listings last week that were on the market with other agents in this hot market. One was on the market for almost 2 months and didn't have one showing. We went in, we reevaluated the house, we reevaluated the way it was sitting with the style designs, blocking of furniture, didn't change the price one penny, sold the house in 3 days. So there are houses out there that just aren't getting the attention. And once that first couple weeks passes, then that seller is going to be a little more open to you to take a possible contingent deal. And it depends on what it's contingent on. Is it contingent on a house that's in a hot little subdivision with a nice price point that's going to have 15 offers on it? Then yeah, you probably want to look at that.
There's no greater sales technique for Kathy Helbig than taking over a listing that hasn't done anything for months, and all of a sudden you sell it in a week.
2 in 1 week we've done that with.
Yeah.
It's really so important to meet with us before you even start preparing your house to go on the market, because it's the littlest things that we can tell you to do that makes the biggest difference. And we'll get your house under contract.
Wow, and price isn't necessarily the most important thing, especially
price is important, but it isn't always the reason why that house isn't moving.
Yeah, that's really interesting. All right, Kathy Helbig with the Kathy Helbig Group. Great information as always. Don't forget the app, and you can always find her at KathyHelbigGroup.com, KathyHelbigGroup.com, or 314-276-SOLD. Kathy, one of these days you'll join us here in studio, right?
I keep sitting outside your office making these calls.
Right.
I'm moving closer. That's all there is to it.
All right, fair enough. Thanks, Kathy. Have a good week. 7:40. You got 7:43 here, Big 550.